Here's what you're going to need for your do-it-yourself water filtration bag system. You're going to need this cloth tape. It's very strong, holds up really well. Got that at Harbor Freight. You're also going to need a pin. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need a rubber band. And of course, the baggie underneath. This rubber band, what I did was I just did a 1/2 inch. I'll show you why in a little bit. You're going to need a smart water bottle. Just trim it, about maybe 2 inches down. Here's the secondary part. The reason why I did it this way so I could get a more even cut when I did my final cut with this piece right here. It's about maybe 1/2 inch. And we're going to slide that into the baggie. I'll show you that in a minute. One of the things to think about with this is don't try using a regular water bottle. It won't work. You've got to use like a smart water bottle or their like. Now what I do on the baggie is I cut about a 1/2 inch from the corner. That's very important. You cut that off so that it slides in nicely. I'll show you right here what I do. I just open up the bag and I put that piece of plastic end right in there. Now, I'm milking it through very gently. You got to be really careful because you can tear the baggie. You've got to go slow. You got to work it down around the top. Turn it around, take a look at it and see if you're doing it unevenly. You can see here I am, so I'm pulling one side a little more. And as you can see, I want that to stop below the threads, in between that ridge, because we're going to put that rubber band around here and it's going to seal it. So just kind of keep working it, milking it down. You can have it below the ridge if you like, just don't let it impair on the threads because you'll have a seal problem. And you could also twist the bag off. So it's best to have that below the threads. The rubber band, I tie this 1/2 inch for the purpose of pulling it off easily, and I'll show you that later on in the video. So we're just going to wrap this around here. I go one direction a couple times, and then I go another direction, giving it a nice firm seal. This is the final deal. This is what it looks like, all laid out, getting ready to go. I'm going to go test it right now. I'm going to fill it full of water. And remember, keep that rubber band below that notch, super tight. Here's what I'm going to be using for the carry-all or for the straps for the bag. They're 2 feet long and then 1 foot long straps. I lay them down and I put the other strap on top of it. You can see here I finalized that process. Now my handle is ready to go. I'm going to put it at an angle and I mark it in the center so that I have everything pretty well equaled out. You want to put tape on the other side so it doesn't stick to itself or your hand. So I lay that down diagonally. Just tape it down. That's all there is to it. Flip it over. And of course, you don't have to have your water thing filled up here. I just did that just to kind of show that it's not leaking and so on. So you give that a nice press and you're ready to go, with the exception of using a little bit of tape around the backside. We want to like wrap that around the handle so that it won't separate when you're carrying it. And you can carry this from back and forth from camp. It's really great. I carry about 3 or 4 of these with me. Works really, really well. So you can just scoop that into the lake easier or the stream, whatever. It's easy to get water in and out of this. Seal it up, and then you just carry it thusly. You can carry this back and forth from camp, hang it from a tree, put it on a carabiner, put it on paracord, whatever. Attach your water filtration system to it. Just screw it on the bottom, and now you have your system in play, gravity fed. You don't have to sit there and squeeze it, work it, do anything else. Works great. Now this is the final product as it looks. Super lightweight, very compactable. The water flow, of course, is going this way into the bottle. Screw this on, and that's, you want to just make sure you got the flow going correctly. That unscrews, and this is the bag. You can also use these bags to make solar stills. I'm going to show you that in another video. Works really well as well for hot showers when you're out at camp. It's amazing. So that's pretty much it. These straps are very durable. The cloth tape is the way to go. It's fiberglass inlaid tape. I see it at Harbor Freight, different stores, and so on and so forth. Works great. Again, this is not a super stout product. I carry 2 or 3 of these with me. If I happen to puncture it or whatever, it's not a big deal. Dirt cheap to make. A lot less money, and you can carry more water than you do with the traditional bags that you can buy online. Now with the rubber band, what you do is you just pull that tab that I showed you earlier. Just give it a pull and it comes off. You just reach inside the bag and you pull out your device you made. There it is. And you can just reuse that for a bunch of bags. And if this bag gets a hole in it, gets compromised, you just throw that away. It's not a problem.